Ren, Heretic. Let's get into it.
It's such a perfect day to be washed away. I went and sat by the shore and I counted the waves. I counted 108 reasons I want to escape, but then the reasons they crash upon the shore and they break. I don't think I've got the stamina for this anymore. I'm not sure, that's why I'm here by the shore, but I'm sure that I'm so tired of searching for messiahs, asking why must I battle this Goliath? I'm a force of nature, don't you know I'm aware of it? But I'm so very sick of feeling so very sick. I'm tortured by the gods, I guess that I'm a heretic. Life keeps on shocking me, I wish that life was celibate. My problems keep on peaking like the Everest. The elephant in the room is that my room is in the elephant. Becoming evident that we make fear president. When fear trumps love, that's when the soul becomes irrelevant. When my troubles keep on mounting, I make molehills out of mountains. Roundabouts of doubt is sounding, drown my youth inside the fountain. I'm a fucking atom bomb, bitch, pouring salt into the wound. Watch me rip apart the stitch. I'm that kid, the one that life subtracted, isolated, fractured, Shakespeare reenacted, adapted for music is too sick. I'm shining like Kubrick, my method is clockwork, a full metal dude with my eyes.
Full Kubrick reference there to his like 3 best films: Full Metal Jacket, Clockwork Orange, and The Shining. You know, just sort of composing my thoughts in my head. When I first heard Ren, the first song I heard was Hi Ren, and in reaction to that. Then I heard Sick Boy. Then I heard Jenny and Screech, the trilogy. And, you know, I kind of expected that I would sort of get to a point with Ren where maybe like I hear 10 of his songs, maybe 10 to 20 of his songs, and then maybe it dries up. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like a sort of a normal amount of output for an artist is kind of what I expected, you know? And maybe there's a danger of kind of like having one message that you're able to articulate very well, and a subject, let's say mental health or something like that. And maybe there comes a point where each song is just kind of regurgitating that, said slightly differently or whatever, with a slightly different beat. And that just isn't what's happened at all. It's this kind of, and that's why I think they call it like the Ren rabbit hole, is that it just goes on and on and on. I go deeper and deeper into this. I hear more and more Ren, and every song I hear is completely different. Every song, that he covers so many subjects, he covers so many different genres, so many different styles, and as a musician, he's got so many facets to him, like as a guitarist, as a pianist, as a singer, as a rapper, like as a producer, as a filmmaker, as a live performer. It's all kind of there, and as an orator, you know, I've listened to all of Ren's The Chapters, and you know, him, just how he speaks and the way he talks about life and the things he's been through, and just, it never ceases to amaze me, the diversity of his output. It's really, really incredible, and it just keeps on, and I feel like, you know, I'm sort of starting to get more requests now for slightly older or maybe more kind of obscure ones, you know, and there's nothing obscure or about them at all, you know what I mean? They're all like, yeah, they could all be a single. Any other artist would be like, oh, that's my main song, you know, but all of Ren's songs feel like they could be like a main song. He goes for it every time. There's never any filler. There's never any messing about. Every song he writes, he puts everything into, his whole heart and soul into. And I think it's amazing. And I think that, like, just the way the song's put together, and you know, it hasn't got a music video, but this visualizer is beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of art that he should be very proud of. And all I'm saying, I guess, is it really just it's outstanding to me that his catalogue is so rich as it is. It's crazy. Let's keep this going. I love this.
Isolated, fractured, Shakespeare reenacted, adapted for music is too sick. I'm shining like Kubrick. My method is clockwork, a full metal dude with my eyes on the prize. Do you obey? Do you abide? What's the price of creativity? Is it losing your mind and seeing patterns in the places where the patterns are defined?
Almost sounds like a vocoder there, but I don't think it is. It's just really nice, layered, smooth harmonies. And I love the instrumentation of this, the low bass, the kind of, it's got a real plod to it, hasn't it? You know, got a real kind of plodding, stomping feel. And this music box is a really nice texture going on. That's really gives it this dreamlike feeling to it, doesn't it? It's kind of taking you away on this kind of mystical, far, far away adventure along with Ren, you know? It's really, really cool. And like, as I was saying a moment ago about all of Ren's different kind of skills as an instrumentalist, a musician, a producer, is if you think of it as like an artist who's painting a picture, if you think of each instrument that Ren plays, each kind of musical skill that he has as a different artistic implement, like charcoal, pencil, paint, watercolors, you know, chalk, like he's got a whole table of all of these things. And that's what you really hear. If you think of it like that, like I'm listening as a composer to what he's kind of doing and how he flows from a sort of maybe a more kind of rapping based section that flows into singing, that flows into an instrumental, that then goes into these harmony sections. He's using this very broad color palette in order to make this music, you know, because he's got so many tools. And that's just, it must be awesome to sit and work with Ren, to get in the studio with Ren and just kind of like kick ideas around, and just because they must be sparking from all different places, you know. Is he going to sing it? Is it something in production he was going to put in? There's so many layers of creativity. It's so cool.
All alone, all alone, all alone.
That was interesting. I was really sucked in by the instrumentation and movement of this song, and it's somewhat like video game soundtrack influence in there. I don't know if it necessarily is. I don't know if Ren like plays games or listens to video game soundtracks. Maybe he does, but I get a little sense of that, you know. There's a sort of, feels like a kind of sort of dreamy, slightly dark sinister kind of tones in places, but it's got some real magic to it, and I really, really love the sound of the instrumentation and the production of it. Just really, really enchanting. And the way at the end, how it kind of soared off, and the way the visuals complemented that with kind of floating away. Yeah, heavenly. I absolutely loved that one. That was Ren, Heretic official visualizer.